Hello everyone, my greetings to each one of you. This is the 6th session on determination of income and employment. In the previous session, you have learnt about few basic concepts that one must understand in order to understand the theory of income and employment. I am Poonam Vohra from Macroeconomics Learning Center. This session focuses on aggregate supply. So let us understand more about it. Aggregate supply is total output in an economy, which is the money value of final goods and services that all the producers are willing to supply in an economy during a period of time. Output in monetary terms is income. So it is said that aggregate supply is equal to income denoted by Y, which is either consumed or saved. So Y is equal to C plus S, and income is in the form of income of all the four factors of production, that is rent, wages, interest and profit. Let us understand this with the help of a numerical example and its diagrammatic presentation. Now, total output or income has been given varying from 0 till 500. Consumption is given, that is, when income is 0, consumption is 60. This has been already understood earlier that autonomous consumption takes place when income is 0. So savings are then negative because such consumption comes from the past savings. So savings gets reduced by the same amount. Aggregate supply is C plus S, which is 0 in this case. When income is 100, consumption given is 130. So savings are now minus 30. Aggregate supply would be 100. When income is 200, 200 is spent on consumption, nothing is saved. Aggregate supply remains 200. With 300 income, now consumption is 270, savings are 30. So 300 is the aggregate supply. Similarly, one can find for the rest. It is clear because if Y is equal to C plus S, savings can be Y minus C, and that's what we have just seen. Now this has to be shown diagrammatically. For that, on x-axis income is taken, on y-axis consumption and savings are taken. One can observe that income is same as aggregate supply. So when it is shown diagrammatically, you find a 45-degree line, that is, points are equidistant on both the axes, as it shows that total income is either consumed or saved. Now assess yourself and solve this simple numerical. Income of the nation increases from 100 to 600 crores of rupees and marginal propensity to consume is 0.8. You need to find aggregate supply. Now have a look at the solution. We all know that aggregate supply is consumption plus savings, C plus S. So S would be Y minus C. Here income has been given, which increases from 100 till 600. Consumption is given as 0.8. That is, when income is 100, consumption is 80. When income is 200, consumption becomes 160. That is, 80% of the income is consumed. When income rises to 300, now it is 80% of 300, which is 240. Similarly, one can find consumption in each case. Once consumption is known, Now it is easy to find savings. That is Y minus C is S. When income is 100, consumption is 80, so savings would be 20. When income is 200, consumption is 160, so savings would be 40. In this manner, one can find savings in each case. So now income is known, consumption we have found, savings we have estimated. It is easy to find aggregate supply. C plus S, that will be 80 plus 20. When income is 100, aggregate supply would be 100. When income is 200, aggregate supply would be 160 plus 40, 200. When income is 300, aggregate supply would be 240 plus 60, 300, and so on. In the similar manner, one can keep adding consumption and savings in order to find aggregate supply, and one finds that aggregate supply is exactly same as income in each case. So it is said that Y is equal to AS. Income is same as aggregate supply. I hope you have understood the concept of aggregate supply. With this, the session comes to an end. The next session would focus on equilibrium level of income and employment determination by aggregate demand, aggregate supply approach. Till then, have absolute clarity of the basic concepts and keep practicing.